Hey y'all, what's up? Welcome back to Books and Boarding Passes. If you're new here, my name is Taylor, and I am here today to wrap up what could only be the worst I've ever done in a competition, the Booktube games, and also announce the giveaway that I did for the month of February to go along with the Booktube games. Super cute today. Alright, so this is going to be a short video because I did not read, which kind of defeats the point of the Booktube games because it was to see how many pages you could read. So, if you were watching this and you were on Team Dairy, I'm so sorry. I did not help. I hindered, and I greatly apologize. If you're on any of the other teams, you're welcome because I'm part of the reason that you did as well as you did, most likely. Okay, I'm gonna start out just by giving you just kind of my stats, who won, things like that, and then I'll get into the books I read. Like I said, this will be quick. To wrap up, I did about 2,500 pages, which is kind of a joke. That is with me doing the first week's challenge, which was to read the group book, which was Renegades. So I did read Renegades, and that is by Marissa Myers, and I thought I wouldn't like it. I actually ended up getting pretty into it, and I will be doing a book chat on any of the books that I finished, and so I won't get too much into it, but I thought I wouldn't like it because it seemed kind of superhero-y. It seemed kind of middle grade, which I'm not really into, but I ended up really liking it, and so that gave me double pages. The second week's challenge then was to read somewhere you really weren't supposed to, which I did. I read at work. I had picture proof. I'll put it on the screen now. My mom stood on a chair in my office to take that picture of me, by the way. And so I did complete that, which was additional pages. The third week's challenge was to be a part of a readathon, which I was, and then kind of a group readathon for Six of Crows, my third week with a group of people. The problem was like we did a group read, but like we never really talked about it because everybody was at different places and nobody wanted to spoil. And then like once everybody that actually finished it by the third week finished, we never talked about it. But the good thing was, which I'll get to later, is it introduced me to some different people that started some like smaller buddy reads, and so that worked out great. I did not do the last week's challenge, and so I didn't get any extra pages for that, but I did for the first three. So like I said, I did horrible. Dairy did not win. From what the Booktube games Twitter says, that Camp Half-Blood won, which they really like did their thing. I wish I don't have access to the Google Doc any longer to kind of see. I should have filmed this when it was still up on Sunday, but I wanted to wait for everybody to be able to get their stuff in, but now I've waited too long. And so yeah, pretty much I'm just really awful at this. Anyway, let's get into it. First, I read Renegades. Like I said, that was the Team Dairy book, and it was pretty good. I'll do a review on it. But then I tried to read Arch Enemies right after, which is the sequel. Y'all, I got the yawns today, like on a different level. I read, let's see how many pages I read. 45 pages of Arch Enemies. I was like, no, I'm good. So I did think that it was pretty action-packed. There was a lot in it, but I just couldn't continue. So I could tell that like, hey girl, you gotta get with it here. So I went ahead and was like, I'll finish that later. I did get both of those books from the library, so I don't have a physical copy. But so Arch Enemies had to go, and I had to move on with my life. Thank you, next. Then when I realized I was like struggle busting it, I decided that I would read another book from the Black Dagger Brotherhood by J.R. Ward. I think this is the 5th book, and it is Lover Unbound. I skipped the one before this because I thought the person it was about was going to be boring. Bad thing is now I know that it was actually kind of important. So, anyways, I did finish that. Eventually, I think I'm going to do like a big book chat on that entire series. I don't want to do one for each book because there's like a trillion books in the entire series. And so, also, it's not YA, which I'm cool with because I do want to bring some non-YA books to this channel. And so I will be doing a book chat about the Black Dagger Brotherhood series, if that's even what it's called. I think it is, by J.R. Ward. Anyway, so that means we're now at 2 books and 45 pages of another book. I then, in the 3rd week, read Six of Crows. Like I said, it was supposed to be a buddy read, but the buddy read didn't really work out. I think it initially started with someone wanting to buddy read it, and then like 10 other people joined, and then it got kind of a mess because I don't know how many people in the group actually finished it, but I know it wasn't like a lot of them, so we never really got together and spoke about it. But she threw me in that first chapter of that book. I'll also be doing a book chat about Six of Crows, but it took me a second to get into it. The first 2/3 of the book was a struggle. Okay, it was like a legitimate struggle for me to get through. But towards the end, I was like, I'm about it. And the characters are really good. So since I'm a character-driven reader, that was great. The problem was the same thing then happened, like with Renegades. When I tried to go on to Crooked Kingdom, I was like, not about it. I don't know what my problem was. So I got, let's see how many pages into Crooked Kingdom. Probably none. Like, let's be real. Yeah, I don't have any pages clocked, so I probably like only read a couple, didn't even log it on Goodreads. Again, Six of Crows and Crooked Kingdom, I rented through my local library on ebook, and then also listened with an audiobook that I rented from my local library. So no purchasing of books in this so far. Yes. Oh, also The Lover Unbound, got that from the library on ebook too. So my budget for this so far, or my total, is $0. Pretty proud of that. Okay, so then I tried to read Discovery of Witches. This is my like 3rd attempt of trying to read this, and got like 100 pages more into it. I read an additional 100 pages. I was already about 45 pages into the book, read another 100, was like, wasn't working for me. It legitimately was not working for me. So the last week of the Booktube games, I just like gave up. I just was like that person that was like, could see the finish line. I was like, I'm gonna take a nap. So I really didn't do that great. I ended up like 2 days before February was over, I got linked up with one of the people that was in my Six of Crows buddy read. I think that's how we got linked up. Either way, we started talking about Sarah J. Maas like in the Six of Crows buddy read chat on Twitter. So like I messaged her outside and was like, because I know that like people feel a type of way about Sarah. So I was just like, hey, just so we don't like clog up the Six of Crows feed, like let's just have our own little chit chat on the side over here. So then we got talking about it, and she was like, hey, I'm about to read Tower of Dawn, which, by the way, if you've watched any of my videos, you'll know I've been dreading, like stressed about reading Tower of Dawn. I did not want to do it. I've already read the whole ACOTAR series up to date, and I did not want to read Tower of Dawn because of Kale, and I'm not going to get upset about it. So I read a good like 200 pages of Tower of Dawn before the cutoff. I didn't finish it, but I did get a good significant amount of it done. The problem is, I own this book, as you can see. That was use anything as a bookmark here. I own this book. I bought it at a discount store locally here, but I didn't read like the physical book. I rented the ebook and the audiobook from my local library. So I do own the physical book. I've had it for a long, long time, but I'm a horrible person and can't read physical books. I'm a disappointment. And obviously you can see I read literally nothing of Discovery of Witches. So that totals to 7 books. Not total books, just attempted. That is only 3 full books read and 4 books partially read for the Booktube games. What is YouTube? Like, what is Booktube? What's a book? I don't know, guys. I'm so sorry. That is pretty much the wrap up. Like I said, for the 3 books that I did finish, I will be doing book chats on. First will be Renegades. I did make some notes, so don't worry, it won't be too trash. It'll just be like regular trash. And then Six of Crows, I will be doing one on. Lover Unbound, I'm going to bunch up with a whole bunch of the other books from that series, just because they're shorter, and I just feel like it would be like really doing too much if I did a book chat on each individual book. So let's get into the important part of this video where I tell you who won the giveaway. So just in case you didn't know, which I think some people didn't know when they commented on the video, when I did my TBR video for the Booktube games, sorry, I kicked my light. There was a giveaway for that whole entire month. All you had to do was comment and like, and that's what I based it off of. I think I put subscribe on there, but I found out that was like, I don't think you're supposed to do that. So I just did it for the people that liked and commented. So I used just a random picker. And so I will put up on the screen now the winner. Alright, so Emmy Rose from Emmy Rose Reads won a $10 gift card to Barnes & Noble. I've messaged her to let her know that I just need her email, so I'll send that to her. So I'm really excited. I will have other giveaways here in the future, just to give you, not even a sneak peek, I'll just tell you, I will be giving away a US published copy, I think that's what it is, of the Wicked King, and then also a signed copy of Queen of Air and Darkness. So stay tuned for that. You can subscribe down below just to stay tuned. Any video that I do that has a giveaway in it, I will make sure to put giveaway in the title. So stay tuned for that. Once again, Team Dairy, I'm so sorry. But the Booktube games was great in the fact that I met a lot of great people and created a lot of great relationships, and I'm just having a lot of fun with that. And so I would like to thank the host, Little Wolf Reads. Thank you for creating this. Can't wait for July. I will do a lot better then. I will be more prepared. And so as you can tell, I didn't read any of the books on my TBR, and the TBR video that I did the giveaway on will be the last TBR I do on this channel, unless it is for a readathon, because they're pointless for me because I don't follow them. So you can go check out Emmy Rose. Her channel will be linked down in the description. She's the winner of the giveaway of the Barnes & Noble gift card. She also actually, I think, is a book depository affiliate, and so I don't know. Anyways, I will have my Instagram, Twitter, and Goodreads down in the description below if you want to go follow me. I'm the most boring person ever, but I am pretty active on Twitter. I literally just use Goodreads as a bookmark. And so go follow me on those. Like I said, subscribe down below. Greatly appreciate it. I'm trying to upload videos weekly. I have so many ideas. I just hate editing, guys. So if you want to edit my videos for free, just holla at your girl. I would greatly appreciate it. And until next time, don't forget, what am I doing with my hands? Don't forget to do what you dig. Bye.